Well, we're back. Now we just got to wait for everybody to come over here. And, oh, hey, look, it's got little dots in the corner for the microphone. Yay, me. I get the first comment. Woohoo! All right. I just bypassed the mic, and we're just using the computer. So, I don't know. Duff peed on it or something like that. Gosh dang it. So, happy Freedom Friday. I hope everybody has got an amazing weekend planned, or you just got no plans at all, like myself and Bobby at Half-Ass Garage, because we're just a couple of wild and crazy guys. We're just going to wing it here at Mortski Repair, work on some junk, pet the dog. Probably enjoy some sandwiches. Listen to some fireworks. Oh, this thing, tell me it didn't freeze up again. Oh. Audio. Found my voice. I did. I don't know. Microphone must not have worked. So, this is what I was saying when I lost sound, but if you guys got a camper, a late model, or a late model manufactured home, Liebelt Homes reached out to me. There's their website, liebeltrv.com. Hit those guys up. They want to buy some campers and RVs and manufactured homes because their lot's empty, kind of like everybody's else. And they reached out to me and said, hey, if we give you a shirt to give out, and I got some other shirts. We got some Mortski shirts to give out. And somebody sent me this CarQuest shirt that's a large, and I'm an XL. I'm an XL guy, and I like, what do we call it, tri-blends or polyester and cotton. 50% polyester, 50% cotton, 50-50. Those are the nicest shirts. These are like straight cotton. They're a little sticky. So I guess what we're going to do is throughout the live, we're going to maybe ask some questions. And if you comment on the question and I see your name first with the right answer, you could win a shirt. And I'll announce the shirt size beforehand because I'm an XL and these are double X's and larges. And you guys do not want to see me in a large because it wouldn't look good. I don't look good anyway. But the double X's it's like me wearing a cape. I ordered some of these from my buddies, and my buddies, I don't have any buddies, so I thought I would have some friends. But Daniel Lewis, who is Daniel Day-Lewis? Isn't Daniel Day-Lewis somebody famous? Save up for a bigger shot, whatever you're drinking now. All right, I'll do that. Much appreciated, good sir. Yeah, XL guys, you're like me, you're screwed. So folks that wear large and double XLs, this is for you. You guys are the ones that are going to jump in there. So, like I said, if you know somebody who's selling an RV or a manufactured home, hit up the good folks at Liebelt Homes. They want to buy your camper. They want to buy your RV. They want to buy your manufactured home. I don't know why they reached out to me because I'm the RV ruiner. I ruin everything. So, anyway. Tried to buy a shirt last week, but I think it's cleaning cars right now. Yeah, you must have bought a pudding shirt. Double XL, Alan. You should be in the running. Yeah, Cody, you're sitting this one out. I am sorry. I'm out of these Mortski shirts and double or in single X's. But we are working on a website with some more designs and some better shirts and a lot of stuff. Have you ever been to Botno? I don't think I have. Went to school with a guy from up there. Bust out the hams and the whiskey. Cheers, Uncle Squash. I'm fat. I'm sorry. How's the Rona going? I'm pretty good. I think we might try a sandwich tonight. I've had a few in the last couple weeks, but yeah, we're doing okay. A 4X, dang, international. You're a big kid. Andy's large. Joe's a large. we got a bunch of large, a bunch of little guys in here. So you guys, yeah, be in the running. So let me think. Guys, let's start it off. Let's get it started off. Somebody sent me this pin shirt, CarQuest. It's got a pocket in the front. I'm a pocket tee guy. Pockets are the best. Hey, Chris, thank you very much. Morski shirts. Don't see the stickers. Need the stickers. You got to email me for the stickers because I didn't trust somebody doing the stickers, so I did the stickers myself. So if anybody needs stickers, you email me, morskirepair@gmail.com, and you get a 4-pack of these. And then usually, I don't tell anybody this, but I sneak 1 or 2 of these in there. But we got the 4-inch decals and the 2-inch decals. You got to email me, and then you either got to go send PayPal to that email address, morskirepair@gmail.com, or you got to snail mail a check, which I know sucks, and it sucks on my end, but I'm not going to do the Venmo and however people do money. There's 9,000 ways to transmit money. I mean, if you want to pay me in Bitcoin, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that stuff. So these decals are freaking awesome, and so we're going to try to get these things set up on some shirts right now. My personal shirts have these, and that's what we'll be giving away. One of those in a XXL. And then, I don't know which, I think these, yellow pickup, that's the ones on the shirts on the Teespring site. So, yes, pocket tees is sweet. So we'll get started. So, this is your warning. If you are a large and you want a shirt with a pocket on it, and you look good in blue, I don't know who doesn't, it's CarQuest. You probably won't see me giving any Napa shirts away here because we would make them into rags, and everybody knows my feelings on Napa because you don't want to see my mouth. So, large folks, what can we do? Large folks. All right. The first person that I see comment, we don't want to rub that on my stinky, sweaty neck. The first person to comment the firing order on most general inline 6-cylinders will get this shirt. And if you get it right and I read your name off, you got to email me. So if you comment the firing order and you are a large and you want a large, you got to reach out to me. And if it's not the first person and you pass and don't email me, the second person, and we'll just keep going on. There we go. Goofy, you nailed it. Goofy, are you a large? Jake Erickson, no, you're terrible. Goofy, are you a large? Otherwise, we're going to Russ the Hermit. Russ, I thought you were a big guy. Are you just helping out everybody else? Goofy, you are? Goofy, send me an email, morskirepair@gmail.com. You just won yourself a CarQuest pocket tee. How about that? How neat is that, guys? How neat is that? Now you see how we're doing this. It's probably not going to work with a crap, and I'm not going to ship it out on Monday because it's a national holiday. Long live the Queen. But yeah, attaboy, Goofy. All lowercase. I don't know. It'll get there. Yes. You are very welcome, Goofy. I appreciate it. Thanks for playing. You're a fast typer. Oh, man, he's just banging out these comments. All right, Stuart said, can I win a Hemi? We do have some Hemis, but we're probably not going to give any away. I don't know if we have any Hemis that run. Oh, yeah, we should do a will it run on a Hemi. I got a DeSoto Hemi that's been in the corner that's loose. We should get it going. So I think, that's a XX. I think everything. Oh, no. We do have one more large. We'll do a couple of double X's next. Jake, what are you doing? You're sitting at home with the kids and the old lady and just want me to sell you my junk. Sure, you just swing over with a blank check and you could probably own that 66. Shipping to Ukraine might be a problem. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'll ship decals. I've shipped decals all over Europe, and I think I've shipped some to New Zealand and Australia, Canada. Nothing to Mexico, but decals are pretty easy to ship. I don't know about shirts, though. So, yeah, if you need a shirt, and you're in Ukraine, probably can't help you. Send you a rusty bolt. What do you want a rusty bolt? We got all kinds of rusty bolts. We got a lot of rust. I think I called out everybody, but everybody that donated, whatever, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. In case you haven't heard, this might be the last day. This is the last day that several people will have all 10 of their fingers. Think about that. America. Win the broken valve head from the tap vest. Yeah, that's funny because we've had a bad week with some valves. It's been a bad month. Not a good month. Ordered shirts, but couldn't find any decals. Yeah, you got to email me to get the decals. Teespring doesn't have the decals set up, so email me, mortskirepair@gmail.com. You guys are going to probably be sick of hearing that. More Duff and segments. So, yeah, if you need to get some decals, email me. Jake, it's funny you say that. Yes, you did know me before I was famous. I actually worked for Jake for, I don't know, 2 or 3 nights. But Jake gave me the LG Seed shirt that I'm wearing. Somebody in Illinois, Chad Beely, I'm going to butcher his name. He sent me, I think he's Jake. It used to be Wensman, now it's LG Seeds, but he sent me a Golden Harvest shirt, and he says, you need to wear my shirt because if you keep wearing LG shirts, I'm going to lose the shop. And Jake, he sent me a way nicer shirt than you. Don't get me wrong. Your Wensman sweatshirts are my favorite sweatshirts, but man, this Golden Harvest shirt that he sent is a cat's pajamas. I was going to be a shop teacher, but you have to have at least one finger missing for that job. I'm kind of missing a digit, just the tip of it. Don't worry, just the tip. Do you ship to the land of the Great White North? Canada? Kanakistan? Oh, yeah, we ship up there. We ship up there. Oh, man. Too much hot sauce in that one. Good stuff. The Great White North. Canada? I don't know. Do you live in the North Pole? You know Santa Claus? I know Santa. What movie is that from? Elf. Well, that's not a question to win you anything. Have ever been to New Jersey? I don't know. There's too many states all like clobbered up there in yonder land. So I don't know if I've been there or not. I've been to a lot of states. Oh, geez. I've been to a lot of states. I was looking at a map today. And I don't have I haven't done Alaska and Hawaii, Oregon. But yeah, and then there's a few in the Northeast that I haven't done. But otherwise, what's tonight's flavor? Sailor Jerry and Dr. Pepper right now. Give me my address up. It's usually listed in all the description, all the videos. It's P.O. Box 1, Winter, North Dakota. Twin Valley, Minnesota. Yes, I've been through Twin Valley. No, Zach, you did not miss. Well, you missed one winner. We're going to give away multiple shirts. So, speaking of that, let's give another shirt away. What do you got? We got the Mortski Repair shirts that you see me wearing in a lot of videos. This is a double XL. So if you are a double X, you go ahead and get ready because you're going to win a shirt. You might win a shirt. You got a chance to win a shirt that'll fit you. How about that? Double X. Ladies and gentlemen, step it up. So how are we going to do this? Been to Connecticut? I don't know if I've been to Connecticut either. Making me want. Colorado? Yep, been to Colorado. Ever been to PA? Yep, been to PA. Went to an Eagles game 2 years ago there. 2XL. All right, 2XL kids, get ready. This one's going to be a teaser. This one you're going to have to work for. What was, think about it. You got to think real deep and hard. And there's going to be a lot of you that are wrong. What was the first year that Chevrolet manufactured a V8? Chevrolet V8. I'll give you a hint. It's not a shoebox. It's not a shoebox car. Double XL, guys. What was the first year of the Chevrolet mass-produced V8? Oh man, a lot of shoebox questions or a lot of shoebox answers, but it's not shoebox cars. Oh, come on, guys! All over. Ooh, there was a close one in there. A close one in there. Oh man. No, you guys are just banging it out. It was not in the 50s. It was not in the 40s. Bloody Marys. Bloody Marys. Is that Kit's PK 547? There you go, Brian Dunn. Got it. I kind of feel like that PFK. Yeah. Whoa. You guys are blowing it up. Brian Dunn, send me an email. 1918. Chevrolet produced a V8 for 1 year. 1 year only. There is your Mortsky useless knowledge for the day. I've only ever seen one of those engines in my life, and that was at the Speedway Museum in, what is it called? Speedway Museum, Natural History Museum of Speed in 17. I'm pretty sure it's 18. I'm going with 18. I might be wrong. I see a lot of 17s in there. But was it Brian Dunn? Is that who it was? Send me an email. mortskyrepair@gmail.com. They only made it for 1 year. It had like exposed valve train. I could see why they only made it for 1 year. Things were not good. Not good. 1917 was a production year. 18 was a model year. Yeah, but we go by model years. Yeah, I know. Chevrolet Series D is an American automobile produced by Chevrolet between 17 and 18. And it was the first American car with a V8. I go by 18. Sorry, guys. That's your worthless knowledge for the day. Was it Brian Dunn, Chris Dunn? How is the whole Kevin Dunn? Is the whole Dunn family in here? You guys, it's like a family reunion. Good night, Mr. Erickson. All right. We go by whatever year you want. All right. So, Mr. Dunn, hit me up. The family discount. You can rub it into all your brothers, cousins, uncles, all you Dunn family that are in here. All right. So, 2 shirts down. We got 1 large and we got 1 XXL left to go. So, yes, Joe, Jose, we got 1 more large to go. So stick around. Stick a fork in them. They're done. All of the Dunns. All right. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. Way to hit that. You guys, come on. 55. You know, everybody knows it was 1918 was the first year of the Chevrolet V8. Okay. What was the first question we had? Oh, 1.5. So that's kind of a generic question then on Chevy. So, man, we need like some other random car manufacturer, Duff, like Mopar, Ford. The Dunn jokes. They're like dad jokes. You go, you can't beat those. What can we do? All right, let's chat around for a bit. Who's got, I don't know, you guys got any questions? No, I don't have a favorite car. Duff is right here, so don't waste your question on that. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Working on junk, so don't ask me that. Yeah, of course, Aaron would ask me, where's Duff? It's right here. What's Duff doing? Duff's just hanging out. Just hanging out, aren't we? What's this? What's this? You want a snack? Here you go. Get it. Get it. Come here. Take it. Say hi to everybody. Louder. You could say it louder. Say louder. Okay. There you go. This is a scam. Yeah, I don't know. We'll ever do a diesel revival. We did do the cab over Peterbilt. Diesels are so easy. Like there's no points. Duff is 4. Ish. I don't know. I got him when he was 2-ish. He's kind of like a rescue dog thinger. Somebody couldn't take care of him, so I got him. Yeah, he's awesome. Diesels are super easy to get running. Like you throw a battery in it and like bleed the fuel system and boom. We'll be drunk working on junk. Well, yeah, drunk in the junk. We need to do another one of those someday. Who'd win in a cage fight? Bobby Succotash or Mudflat Matt? Mudflat Matt, he's pretty scary. Bobby, he's just a ladies' man. I mean, straight up redneck. But Mudflat Matt, I think he's got him. Half-assed. Peterbilt video was good. That was like a total spur of the moment. The elf from Guelph and I, it was like right when the Rona started. He had that truck sold. So we had nothing to lose, just get it running. How about an Oldsmobile? Yeah, how about like 85? How about a 60 442W or a 69 442 W30 convertible with a 4-speed, and a bench seat. Buckets are for sissies. Do I live in the shop? That's a personal question. I sleep wherever I want to. I like that you work alone with Duff. Yeah, sometimes I wish that he had thumbs. Favorite movie. Dazed and Confused. That's a great movie. It's been my favorite movie for a long time. A lot of good cars in there. I really like that 71 or 2 Chevy short box with the slots on it, black. What's the story in the postal Jeep? Sold it. She's gone. 59 and sold. Speaking of Mudflat Matt, where is Old Puddin'? I don't know. He's probably doing some family stuff this weekend. I've seen Fast and Furious. I probably haven't watched a Fast and Furious for like 6 years. $8BA rebuild or use, I don't know. Flatheads are super expensive to rebuild. So if you want to rebuild one, you spend a lot of money to get 100 horsepower. Is there anything that is not good enough for the girls you go with? No comment about the girls that I go with. Are you a grower or a shower? Oh my gosh, you guys are terrible. What is the best car movie? I don't. The best car movie? Blues Brothers. I mean, come on. Cop Shocks. Need to do a Corvair. I don't think I need to do a Corvair. Every Corvair that I've ever seen has a massive coolant leak. Diesel Cutlass from the 80s. Ugh. How about a diesel Cutlass station wagon from the 80s? Dazed and Confused is the story of my life. Now we're talking. Turbo Y-block. Will that do turbos give them compression? First car, 85 Cadillac Sedan DeVille. Boring. Yeah. How about an AMC? I did look at a Rambler this week. Might do a Rambler. 64 wagon is still sitting here. It might get worked on this weekend, but probably not. Probably not. Christine is the best car movie. Yeah, I honestly, Bryce, sad to say, but I don't think I've ever watched Christine. I mean, I've seen parts of it. What do I do with all the cars I fix? Most of them get sold. Like, keep a couple of them around. I mean, the ramp truck's still here. 200 Blazer's still here. Ramp, I don't know. There's a lot of them still here. But usually I try to sell them, just can't keep them all. Dude, have you seen my car? Dude, where's my car? Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, just can't get in it. Two-lane blacktop, I can't really get into that one either. What's the one with the Challenger? That's a pretty good movie. Other than that, Challenger has like a 28 speed in it. He's shifting the whole time. Vanishing Point. Yeah, Vanishing Point. That's a pretty good one. I just really like that car. I want a Challenger, but muscle car stuff is ridiculous right now. I do still have the 66 K20. That's a local rig, and I'll probably keep it forever or sell it to one of my buddies that has been around it forever. You sell the green D100. Oh, the Power Wagon? Yeah, that went to Illinois, I think. Maybe? I think Illinois. And then I'm working on a mid-50s Dodge Cornet. No, I had a 51 Plymouth, Vanishing Point, and 2 dozers. Little known fact, the car that hit those 2 dozers was actually a Camaro because they used up all the Challengers, I think, at that point. Tow roll, a pull off with Puddin'. We would absolutely destroy him. If you haven't seen Vanishing Point and you got some downtime this weekend, check it out. Original Gone in 60 Seconds is good. I don't really like remakes, but the remake of the Gone in 60 Seconds is actually pretty respectable as well. In my fiscal and Fiebert humble opinion. It's hot here, but it is not humid because it is drier than a popcorn fart. It's super dry here. Buick versus the tow roll. I think the Torolla would pull the Buick in half. The Buick is super soggy. Super, super, super soggy. So, before I think YouTube even existed, well, maybe it existed, we made up these Mortskis shirts. They're like super generic. I got some letter in the mail like, hey, put your name on a shirt. And got some made up. But this is for the big kids. Double XL. If you guys want the OG Mortski Speed Shop shirt with a T-bucket on it. Speaking of T-buckets, anybody find me one of those yet? I need a 70s T-bucket. And this, what's this thing got in it? Kind of looks like an Olds, blown Olds with 3 deuces. Is that an Olds? Or a nail head? I don't know. Just Double XL, guys, get ready. We got a shirt for you. Double XL. What question should we ask them? What kind of nailhead questions could we ask? Ooh. Ooh. Who? Here we go. Rick. This one's for you. I don't think you're going to fit in this shirt because you seem like you're a little bit bigger than double XL. This is a 2-part question. You got to nail them both in the same comment. You got to get both answers in the same comment. You guys are going to work for this shirt because this is a collector's edition. There's only a handful of these out there. We're not making any more. They're flying off the shelf, so get them while you can. 2-part question. Who started Oldsmobile? What was the name of the man or woman who started Oldsmobile, and what other manufacturer did this gentleman start? 2-part question. You got to get them both in one comment. So you got to say this gentleman and this manufacturer. Jimi Hendrix Plymouth. Real close. Reynolds. No. Buick. Nope. You gotta say his name. It's a 3-part name. Oh, we're getting there. There you go. T. Hill, you won it. Ransom Eli Olds started the Oldsmobile, and you put those 3 together. Ransom Eli Olds, Ario Speedwagon. So T. Hildy, are you a double XL? And do you need this shirt? Do you want this shirt? Email me. Otherwise, it looks like Dark Flamage would have came in 2nd place. So, I forget who I just said. T. Hild, email me. You got yourself a shirt. There you go. You guys is rigged. You guys, there you go, T. Hild. I'm glad you're excited about that. There you go. You guys are learning all this worthless knowledge that I got trapped up in here that you'll never be able to use unless you're in like bar trivia sometime, like hot rod bar trivia. Have I been to Australia? I have been to Australia. I went there and played football in about in the summer 2003. Played some football over there. I was there for don't know, 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. Went to the Gold Coast, went to Perth, Sydney, kind of bounced around. Really cool over there. Everybody is skinny. Like an XL would be a really big dude over there, unless you like. What do you guys play? Not football. You guys call it football. We call it American football. But those are big dudes. But everybody's skinny. There's not any fat people in Australia. Is what I'm getting at. Is the shirt faster than your pickup? Yes. I don't know. What was the question? Ever come to Virginia? Yes, I've been to Virginia. I was in Virginia probably 5 years ago. I was there. Oh, Jeffrey Lebowski? Who? Where's the pup? He's on the floor resting because the concrete's cooler than everything else. What is your most used shop tool? Chin, what do you think I use the most? I really like my channel lock ratchet. I use that thing a ton. My 3/8 Milwaukee ratchet, I use that a ton. Cheapers. I mean, it all depends on what I'm doing. Australian rules football, that stuff. If you guys, I don't know how they play it, but Australian rules football, those guys, dark alley, would not want to see them. Those dudes are wild. Hammer, as funny as it is, I mean, a hammer is not my go-to. Zach, the 3/8 Milwaukee ratchet, yeah, because I have two of them. What guy needs two? You only have one hand, so why would I need two ratchets? But it's handy for when you're putting a hood on and Chin comes over, he can have an electric ratchet on his side. I can have one. Why name Duff for your dog? So here's the funny thing. I got Duff when he was like 2, and his name was Jude. Yeah, I like the Beatles, but I got sick of yelling, "Hey, Jude." So I named him Duff because a very small town south of me named Havana, where my mother grew up and my grandparents grew up. The bar was owned, the M&J Inn was owned by Marge and Jack Duff. And their daughter was walking down the street with his dog, with her dog. And Duff kind of got tangled up, like just, doing dog things. He's not aggressive. Who's a good boy? Keeps hearing me say his name. Their last name is Duff, so I named him Duffy after that. Not after the beer. Everybody thinks I named him after the beer, but I named him after a local family or the people who used to own the bar. So that's where it comes. Yeah, Jude. Like you yell Jude now, he doesn't even. Everyone's like, you can't rename a 2-year-old dog. Right, Duff. Who's a good boy? So, yeah, there you go. How Duff got his name. Need a quarter junk rebuild kit giveaway. I don't have any. I do have one No, I don't even have a quadra junk rebuild kit set on the shelf. I got some quadra jet extra parts. We just had one apart last night and the night before. The camera's moving because Duff's putting his butt against what it's sitting on. It's literally just a bar stool. Loser switch is the most used. It's not. I got this thing going. Well, kind of. We're getting there. I don't want to ruin anything. Never mind. Can you do a starter giveaway? I can give some bad starters away and some broken valves. Been to Illinois? Oh, yeah, lots of times. Now you do know the legend of the Duff Meister. I should have phoned Duffy's Bar, but I worked at a different bar. Sweeter than bear meat. I don't know that I've ever ate bear meat. I'm the most used tool in my shop. Yeah. My taste is kind of backish. I always had my taste. Just beer started tasting funny. North Carolina? Oh, yeah. Been there. Statesville, North Carolina. I go there a bunch for work. What part of Illinois? Chicago. Been to Chicago quite a few times. Michigan? Yep. Even been to the UP. I bought a car in the UP one time. And I flew into, what's the big city? Detroit. Flew into Detroit a few times. There's some parts of Detroit I don't want to go to in the daylight. You live in Minnesota, never been to North Dakota? There's not much. Yes, Duffy is a great bird hunting dog. He loves hunting pheasants. Last day of the season was it January 2nd. He caught his first rooster. Like, wouldn't even shoot it. He just pinned it down, caught it. Pretty awesome. Pretty epic. He wishes we would go hunting more often. He's a pointer, so super fun to hunt behind. Like, he'll lock up on something. You can just tell he like freeze. He'd be a great freeze dancer. Why Ham's beer's the cheapest? You nailed it, Chris. Exactly. Maybe not the cheapest, but you get what I mean. It's the cheapest beer I can drink. Like Natty Light, can't do it. Like Glick's beer, remember having that? It was super cheap. Could not do it. Canada, BC. Been to Canada, I think, but only to Toronto, which is weird because what's right above me? Manitoba? Is that a province? Manitoba. I've never been to Manitoba. I've only been to Toronto. Never been to BC. No, Bobo. Thanks for swinging in, Bobo. Give me a line on a good solid square body cab. Right. If I had a solid one, I wouldn't have this thing with this big hole right here sitting in here. California. Oh, we've been to California many times. Motorcycle videos in the future? No. I like old bikes, but I don't know a ton about them. And I don't know. I've had a lot of Yamaha XS 650s. I had a Honda CB 550. That's about it. I mean, I'd love to find like an old Indian or a Harley or a Triumph or a BSA, but it's probably not going to happen. Been to Florida? Yep. Been to Orlando. Hams makes the worst farts. I don't know. You're drinking it wrong. Got any Lucky Lager left? I think there's a couple in there. Past my bedtime. Thanks for stopping in, Larry. Yes, solid square body cabs are like finding a unicorns. This is actually a one owner 77, and it's from the western part of the state where it's uber dry, and this thing is uber rusty. Is it not, Duff? Been to Vermont? I think I have. North Carolina, yep, been there a ton of times. Flying to Charlotte. Mix up something quick to drink. Ooh, brain freeze. My favorite hack. 71 BSA, Lightning. Yeah, those are cool. BSAs, like I dig those Brit bikes, and it sounds like the Brit bikes are super tough to keep running. And I envy the guys who keep like the CB 750s and the KZ 1000s where you got just a row of carburetors keeping those things running. More power to you. How many running vehicles do I have? Oh, I just checked today. Sold one to Rick yesterday. I think I'm at 80 or 81 vehicles, and I would say 25 or 30 of them run right now. I mean, or would run with minimal, like we'll say this one runs because it's a small block Chevy. Doing power tour. I've never done power tour. No, like I'm more like just jump in the vehicle and just drive and go look for crap and like take back roads and meet people like you guys and just hang out. Like I've had buddies that done power tour and they say it's just like jump in a car and drive. You don't get to see anything. And then it's like a car show at the end, but it's the same dang cars you looked at all week. We did a Maricruise one time when I was a kid, twice when I was a kid, and not really my thing. Like I'd rather like get in a car and like take back roads, take a week off and weasel somewhere and then end up at wherever car show. Like I'm going to Iola, the swap meet next weekend. Like I don't like looking at cars. I got plenty of my own cars to look at if I wanted to look at cars. I like buying stuff, talking to people, and looking at old crappy stuff. Nice cars. Must have a bigger yard than me. I got a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of really, really good friends who let me keep stuff at their place. So I got stuff scattered all over. Lucas Electronics. Yes. I have what is it, a Jaguar? I have a Jaguar XJ that hasn't even made it on the property that I bought. Mickelson Racing, he's storing it for me. And that's got a Lucas Electronics. Everybody says they're terrible. All right. Last giveaway shirt. You got this Liebelt Homes. If you guys didn't hear it before, these guys are looking for RVs, campers, and manufactured homes. Good used ones. These guys, their lot's empty. They reached out to me and asked if I would help them out. I said, yeah, why not? You guys are a battery sponsor. So they gave me some shirts. They gave me this shirt to give away because it's a large and I'm an XL guy. Super nice shirt. It's a Carhartt. Yeah, best of the best. And it's got a pocket. But it's a large. And it's a long sleeve. Duff, get your butt off of the bar stool. So, you guys are a large, right? Large. And you want a long sleeve pocket tee. Super nice shirt. I wish this was a double X because I would wear the snot out of it because pocket tees are the best. What are we going to ask? Oh, yeah, you heard me open that? Come say hi. Come over here. Come over here. Come up here. Come up here. You won't jump on me when you don't want to. Get it. They can't even see your nose. Come on. Get it. Yeah, we're going to try a sandwich. I don't know that I had a sandwich in months. Yep, land of sky blue waters. All right. Large folks. What are we going to talk? Oh. We did Oldsmobile. We already did a GM one. Should we do a Ford? Should we do a Mopar? What do you guys think? What should we ask questions on? What do you large guys like? What's your area of expertise? Come on, large guys. You know, give me a subject. Mercury? Farmstead, would you fit in a large? Mercury. All right. Okay. Mercury, Farmstead says. What is the first year that Mercury went into production? This is for large. Your mom. Ooh, sick burn, Knight Rider. I like the way you think. Porch. I don't know anything about porches. John Janaki. John, you won. 1939, first year of Fords. Gosh, nobody's even guessing that. All over the place, way too early. But he nailed it. First guy to guess a year. John Kajananahaki. Send me an email, mordskyrepair@gmail.com. You just won yourself a shirt. I still don't think anybody, a lot of 38s. Oh, Andrew Muller, he guessed 39. Why is everybody within a year? So here you go. Somebody just at least email these guys, contact me at the bottom or call them up and be like, hey, I got a camper I want to sell. So, I mean, at least somebody give them something that they can buy so that I don't feel like I wasted all their time. Mopar question. Oh, Luke, we're out of shirts. Okay, that's the last one. So it's 38, bud. Don't call me bud, Mr. Dunn. You already won, and it is not 1938. November 4th, 1938. Okay, first year of production. So, I mean, production usually switches over in August, September. So it's 39 models. Fight me over it. I don't care. So, look it up, dude. It's 1938. I have never seen a 38 Mercury in my life. That's like saying, Mustangs, first year of the Mustang, or first year of the Corvette's 52. No, it's 53. Anyway, whatever. It's a 39 model year. I don't know. All the experts are out there. So, You four that won shirts, email me and send me a screenshot of your name or your whatever so that I know it's you, because I'm sure they're. But anyway, Mopar question. Luke, I got nothing more to give away. We could give the shop away because they're going to take it anyhow. And we got some lucky beers, lucky lagers. Dixon, worst first prize ever. August. Nobody is going to comment on how hilarious my joke was. I'm sorry. $12 for the rifle rack. Otherwise, it's worthless. This thing's got. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see the rifle rack right there. It's only got one of them though. 64 is the first Mustang. Yes, but they're 64 and a half. Ford loved the half year thing. You never hear any about a half year thing on the GM stuff. Anyway, have I ever seen a Toro flow? No, I've not. Is that a mower? We were talking about Toros at work today. Toro side-by-sides. Chugging a lucky lager. Ugh, I'm not going to chug. I'm not a beer chugger. I drink a lot of beer. I used to. I'm not chugging. So you four that won did, make sure you email Duff Dog and I so we can get these shirts out to you next week sometime after we celebrate America's independence. Even though Canada had to sneak their. Is Canada Day for Independence Day, or is Canada Day just like, hey guys, let's have a day? You guys get the day off? What is Canada Day? Where did it come from? Find just crack one. Crack a lucky? They're all the way over there. Ever see a 65 volts Jetstar? Yes. Scrapers. How do I order them? Okay, so here's the deal with scrapers. You guys blew me up, sold out of them within the first week. And they're on back order for 12 weeks. So I've already got a waiting list going. If you want to get on that waiting list, email me, morsegearrepair@gmail.com, and we can set you up with one once I get them. But, I mean, they're like everything else. They're 3 weeks out, or 3 months out. But, yes. And I'm not pulling a plug for super scrapers or anything. I just had to become a dealer in order to get them, because the only people who sell them are basically tool trucks, and I don't ever see a tool truck. They don't come here because they don't know if this place is going to be open, because it always looks like it's going to be closed or the bank's going to take it. But anyway, yeah, I'm a dealer for them, and I wouldn't put my name on something that I do not approve. And these super scrapers are freaking awesome. I just talked to a guy who's a huge Snap-on fan. Yesterday, a buddy of mine has well into this 6 figures, probably 7 figures with the Snap-on tools. And he's like, yeah, Snap-on doesn't make anything that compares to these things. And they're awesome folks. It's like a 3-man family shop that runs these things, and that's why they're so far behind. So anyway, super scrapers, yes. Email me if you want one. We don't have any right now. So it's July, August, September, October. So maybe October, November, we'll have some in. I put in a pretty good size order. I did not think that you guys would hit me up. I just bought a bunch and thought, well, I'll end up giving them away to my friends and family for Christmas, because I'm going to sit on these things, and you guys totally hit it up. So speaking of that, hopefully we got like a merch site set up. I got somebody helping me out with it, because as you guys saw in the first live, I do not know anything about computers, or I don't know anything about anything. I know useless facts like Mercury did not start in 1938, and the first Chevy V8 was in 1917. But I don't know anything about computers or website and stuff. So we're going to have a merch site set up, hopefully, with some more 4 shirt designs, all 4 of the logos that we have right now, and some stuff coming up. So stay tuned if you guys want some stuff. Don't buy it if you don't need it or you can't afford it or don't want it, whatever. But we're going to do a little bit better. Quiz me. Well, you can quiz me. I know a lot of dumb stuff about a lot of dumb things. We're going to do some Model A videos. Yeah, there should be some Model A stuff coming up. I got a Model A coupe that I should get running. I got a Model A Phaeton that I should build. I got a Model A sedan that I need to do some rust repair. And then I got my mother Model A sedan that I just need to drive. Chevy actually had a 1986 and a half Chevette. Good to know. Good to know. Let's try. Make 3X shirts for us fatty. Yeah, that's the thing with that's why I want to get away from the Teespring thing, is because they don't make shirts for the big guys, and I got a lot of big fans. Oldest car I've worked on, the Detamble, I think is a 1908, 1907 or 1908 Detamble. There's not much out there. You more into the stock stuff in the Model A world? Definitely. No, I'm not Mr. Half-Ass. I like Model A's with a flathead in them or a small block Chevy or whatever. I mean, the one Model A that I do have that runs, that's stock, and I bought that because it's an original paint. I mean, you guys seen the video? What's it, 1928? So, and that's almost a 100-year-old car. That's what, a 93-year-old car now, original paint. So I'm like, I had to buy it because you don't come across 93-year-old cars in original paint. But I have a Model A Phaeton on 32 rails with a flathead in it that I need to finish. I got a Model A coupe with a flathead and a T5 5-speed and a Halibran quick chains that, again, need to finish. I got another stock Model A coupe sitting here with a stuck engine that I should get running because that's the stuff you guys like. I know a lot about Model A's, like the stock stuff, like the weird, quirky stuff, like the ARs, like the early 1928 stuff. I'm not an expert, definitely not an expert, because, I mean, those things were built 60 years before I ever even existed. But, yeah, I like all Model A's, though. Stock ones just ain't really my thing. What's the farthest you've gone to buy a car or repair? To buy a car to repair. My Model A Phaeton, I went to UP, Upper Peninsula, Michigan. That's probably the furthest I've went. I've went to, I don't know if that's the furthest. I guess I bought a 67 Chevy short box in Denver one time. Find any Dodge trucks. Yeah, I'm trying to find, it seems like the oddball videos do good. Like, yeah, the Studebakers, the Peterbilts, the cab overs, the Mopars. But these GMs, I don't know if GM's the only thing left around here. That's all anybody bought. But there's a ton of GM stuff around, which it starts. It's easy to get running. It works good for me. And I got parts for it, but it doesn't seem like they get the views. It's weird. Like the 60 Impala. I mean, some of that stuff does. But anyway, yeah, I want to find some oddball stuff because it seems like they do better as far as views go. Is working on cars in the shop, you are sitting in your full-time job or a full-time hobby? You nailed it right there. It is not my full-time job, but it is a full-time hobby. It's consuming my life. Like, I was in here all the time before, but now I'm making videos for you guys, like cranking out one of these a week. That's why you haven't been seeing many lives, is because I just don't have time to sit down here. But I figured I could with you guys since it's a long weekend, so hopefully I can get caught up on shooting videos tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. I just know what I know, trying to cobble together different years to make one. Yeah. I wouldn't say you're cobbling half it. I like what you do because you make stuff out of nothing. Like, you use what you got in the yard. Like, anybody can open up a Speedway catalog and order stuff. I like using stock stuff. Like, if you watch my cab over video, like using stock GM gas pedals, GM columns, and this is in a Ford, just making stuff work that you have. And it's not cobbled, it's off the shelf parts, because anybody who's done this stuff, you buy an aftermarket throttle pedal or an aftermarket shifter or aftermarket taillights, transmission crossman, anything. Usually I end up spending more time modifying it to make it work than if I would have just built it from scratch. It would cost me half as much and take probably just about the same amount of time, and it ends up usually better quality. And the part that I like about using like say a GM throttle cable, is if I ever need one on a Saturday, I go get one. Where if I have nothing against low car, but if I have a low car throttle cable and that goes out to me, like Good Guys Des Moines car show's going on this weekend, I have that thing go out between here and Des Moines. I'm not going to get that throttle cable until Wednesday, so there you sit. Anywho, full-time job. I'm a product service manager for a compact equipment company. Find a 58 Edsel and drag in. I'm sure you can find a good one. I don't see many Edsel. I would like to find an Edsel because, like I said, the oddball stuff is great. I do need to get the ramp truck in here. I got a bunch of parts sitting here for it, and I just need to get after it. Thanks for coming in, Aaron. Appreciate it. How's my welding skills? I think I'm a pretty good welder. I haven't done any TIG welding for a while. I haven't done hardly any aluminum TIG welding, but wire feed, I would say I'm pretty good for just a hobbyist. I'm not like a vertical overhead type of guy, but I can stick two things together and make it look decent. We work on old tractors. What's your favorite make? I really don't. I worked on like an Alice Chalmers road grader last summer. I don't know. I guess I had to pick one. Be like a Farmall International. Don't have patience to wait for parts. Same thing here. Like the nearest parts store is 25 miles away, and they're not going to have what I need anyway. And best case scenario, it's next day. And besides the fact, I'm usually working nights and weekends doing this stuff, so they're not open. So I keep a really good supply of Rock Auto, like oddball parts, like, stuff, spark plugs, some random seals, gaskets. You guys see it in my videos. Some small block Chevy fuel pumps, water pumps, stuff like that. But if I don't have it on hand, yes. Thus I stock up on junk when the opportunity arises. I keep stuff when I strip stuff apart, and then I buy like really common stuff like HAI distributor caps, points, stuff like that. I can't stick weld. I tried stick weld when I was probably like 12-year-old, and it didn't work, and it was probably the rod. And nobody ever taught me how to weld. I just picked it up and started doing it. If you use stock parts, you can get them in local parts. So if you manufacture them yourself, you are the OEM. A lot of aftermarket stuff comes from unobtainium. Aluminum. Use a hell of a Rock Auto. Yes, like that whole beer fridge, both sides. I just got 3 or 4 boxes from Rock Auto today, and both sides of that Dr. Pepper cooler, you wouldn't know it's Dr. Pepper because it's so covered in Rock Auto magnets. I have no idea. I must have 200-300 Rock Auto magnets. Any tips on sorting and storing that much inventory? Try to be organized. Like I have a cabinet for filters. I have a cabinet for carburetor stuff and fuel stuff. I have a cabinet for ignition stuff. I keep my Ford Flathead stuff in one spot. I keep my small block Chevy stuff in one spot. I keep the Mopar stuff and the other oddball International, Oldsmobile, Buick, Pontiac stuff in another spot. The thing is, I'm getting so much stuff that I picked out a spot for, say, small block or Ford Flathead ignition parts. Well, now I have so much Ford Flathead ignition stuff that I need a bigger spot for it. Ever had a 292 square body? I have not. I've worked on a lot of 292s in trucks over the years. But thanks for stopping in, Bryce. Have a good weekend. Yes, Chin has a 2015 GMC that makes a tick louder than anything I would want to drive, and he's made 6 payments on the pickup. So nice work. It's my daily driver. The front seal puked out on my 71 Ford F100, which is what I was driving. So now I'm driving my 61 Ford Unibody short bed with a 223 and a 3-speed. That's what I've been driving all week. Build another shop. Yeah, right. I don't know if you've priced out building materials lately. It's crazy. You are very welcome, Joseph. Thanks for joining. Puddin' and I, yeah. The thing is, Puddin' works odd hours, and he's 13 hours away, and he's got a life, and Duff and I kind of got a life too. So, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to meet up with Puddin' and do something. It would be a hoot, but maybe it'll happen. Thanks for joining, Bobby. Worked in any 305 V6s? Yeah, we had one in here. I don't know. We did a video on it. That was probably 8 months ago already now. I don't know, maybe it was last fall. What's the most modern rig? I've got a I got a 2014 Jeep, which is my nice rig that I never drive. And then I've got 05 and an 06 Cummins. I drive the 05 a lot. That's my long bed pulling pickup with a 6-speed. And then the 06, it's kind of just a short trip, short bed automatic. I would drive that one a ton. I drove it yesterday. Unibody short beds are nice. Yeah, that's kind of why I bought that unibody, because it's a short bed. I got it from my buddy, and it's super dry. It's had some body work done to it, but it's dry. Favorite Automaker? I don't have a favorite. I mean, I like them all. Just depends on the year and what you want. If it's a pickup or a car, or the application. If you're gonna do whatever you want to do with it, you're gonna pull with it, or you're gonna haul with it, or you're gonna cruise with it, whatever. My near junkyard digs, I think those guys are in Iowa somewhere, so I would say minimum 6-ish, 8-ish, 10-ish hours away. Who's buying a new Bronco? Not me. When's the shirt with Duff hanging out the window of the truck coming? Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we get a site up and launched and get everything set up. Worst car or engine you ever worked on? I would have to say worst engine is the Y-blocks. Those things killed me. You guys saw that. Got a bad taste in my mouth over those, even though I had a really good one before that. Thanks for joining, Alan. Sox 4-1 in the 9th. Which White Sox, Red Sox, Black Sox, Pink Sox, Blue Sox. Does Duff have a girlfriend? Yeah. The elf from Guelph's got a yellow lab. Those two are pretty chummy. Well, thanks, Robert. I like talking to you guys, doing this once in a while. Kind of helps me wind down a bit. 4-cylinder turbo decenter Pacer boom, 30 miles a gallon. Yeah, all right. Did you get the car care package? I did. Stay tuned. Let's get in a video. The Y-block, I can't express how much frustration I had with that Y-block. I put a lot of time into that thing. Did you build a shop, or was it just one you purchased already built? So the back half of this shop is the old school bus garage from the local town we live in. And about the time I was born, my dad was working at the bus garage, and they built a new bus garage. So a local guy moved it over here. I think Dad said he gave him $100. They moved it over for $100. And then in the mid-90s, we added on this back half here. So this is my dad's garage. He's since moved away, retired, and he's got a super nice shop. Maybe we'll get that on a video someday. But I bought this from my dad, basically. When I moved back after college, I had a bunch of stuff in here. So basically he said, I think you just bought the shop from me. So anyway, yes, this is my dad's shop. It's kind of cobbled together. Like I said, the back half was an old building. It was a bus garage. And then this part was added on. The layout's kind of odd. Ceiling's not tall enough for a hoist. I would kill to have a hoist, but yeah. Am I ever going to go show putting out a flick points the right way? Yeah. He puts points in all the time, and I think, I don't know if we've put a set of points in on the channel. I think I put a set of points in on the 60 just for S's and G's, just to make that car run better, because I knew I think it had some snort to it. But yeah, I don't know if we put a set of points in. We put a condenser in that 63 because it needed it. We ended up putting points in it. But I mean, don't get me wrong, points go bad, but usually they're not parked because they're bad. Yeah, Duff's girlfriend is a yellow lab. He hasn't seen her for a while. We haven't seen FWB. A V12 flathead? I would love to find a V12 flathead. We're in the Midwest. I don't know if that stuff was just never here. And granted, that stuff is 80 years old now, so. Raise the roof. Yeah. Nancy, appreciate the Band-Aids and the battery sponsorship, but it would cost a lot to raise the roof on this place. I've thought about adding on off to the side or doing whatever so I can get a hoist in here, but it's just, I'm better off starting from scratch. Power wash and build around it. Put in a wash sponge, raise the roof, Band-Aids, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And the other thing is, like, this overhead door leaks a lot of air. That door behind me, it needs new doors. I'd love to have in-floor concrete or in-floor heat because we have forced air in here, so it's really loud in the winter. And so, like, I have to film around when the furnace is running. Thankfully, it was a pretty mild winter. So the sound quality in here seems okay, but like when the compressor kicks on or when that forced air is running, it's not ideal. But I definitely don't think we're at the point on YouTube here where we're going to be doing anything with the shop anytime soon. But I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. If you keep finding the time and patience, your channel will eventually get big enough to make a living. I'm super appreciative of what I got when Chin and I started this channel in March of 2020. We did not think we'd be where we're at in a year and 4 months or whatever we're at now. So it's been a wild ride, and I'm super appreciative of it. Are either of us going to leave our job anytime soon? Most likely not. But I don't know that I could do this full time. I don't know. The stress of running a business and doing this, I don't know. Anyway, too much. Build it myself. I'm not a carpenter. You think I'm a hack mechanic? You should see me do carpentry work. I'm too cheap to pay those guys, but not going to happen. Yeah, the shop, like I said, that the shop was an old bus garage that they retired in like 87 or 88. So, I presume it was built in probably the 30s or the 40s. And so they didn't need anything with 10 or 12-foot sidewalls. So it's just got 8-foot sidewalls. Explode another Y block on the 4th? Probably not. What's my main job? Product service manager. Enjoy my dry Hummer. What's a dry Hummer? Oh, you mean humor. These American diesel cars just better. Whoa, Chidden, come on. What's happening to your battery sponsors? So I guess the battery sponsor thing is like Nancy bought us a battery, just reached out and said, hey, I'd like to help you out, give you a battery. Liebelt Homes got us a battery. And I guess, basically the stipulation is you're the battery sponsor for that battery. So, if we're doing a will it run every week, and granted I have other stuff. And so we're always looking for a battery. I could literally take a battery sponsor every week to get one of these cars running because I have 80 vehicles. So I couldn't tell you how many batteries I bought out of pocket in the last 18 months. It's freaking insane. But I appreciate anybody who helps us out. Obviously, we wouldn't be here without your guys' support, both financially and by watching this garbage. So I appreciate it. What? Half-ass name drop me on channel today for LS swaps. Interesting. I got that 49 Ford F1 that we need to wrap up that LS swap. Every time I see half-asses videos on that LS swap, I need to finish that one up, get it in, because that'll be a good drive and pickup. You need a Lodestar on the channel to get it running. Man, you can't throw a dead cat around here, no lie, without hitting a Lodestar. So, yeah, I could do a Lodestar. But the truck video is just, like I did those 47 to 53 Chevys, did a couple of those. I did that 59 Ford. They just don't get the views. And then you get done with it, and, I try to sell all this stuff, and it's hard to sell a truck. Unless it's like a cab over, like my rent, whatever, the 53 Ford, I can sell a cab over, but I got to pay up for them or you can't find them. All right, Russ, thanks for emailing me. I will get back to you. DJ, I'm glad you found us by accident. You think you and Puddin' Savage could do a revival together like you did with Mix? I mean, I could if Puddin' was 6 miles away. That would be bad news if we lived within 6 miles. But, yeah, someday maybe we'll get together, see how everything works out. Trucks sell like hotcakes out this way. Like, what do you mean by trucks, half-ass? Like big, dumb F600s and, was it like 6,400 Chevys? Or are you talking like, are you a cowboy and like, this is a truck? Because this is not a truck. This is a pickup. LS and a man bun. Hey, there's nothing wrong with an LS. Man buns? I don't know about that. Who's this? Mark keeps telling us about the soccer game that's going on, the White Sockers. I don't know. Hopefully they get another touchdown so that they really seal the deal. Ever get in trouble doing donuts? So I did a donut tonight. And you'll just have to stay tuned. He's just full of trickle chargers. I'll take the F600. The F600 is getting knocked in the head tomorrow, probably. Tomorrow morning when it's not super hot out, that thing is getting cut up because that thing needs to go. You put too many zeros in the price, that's why you can't sell them. Hey, man, that's whatever, the way it is. You are a cowboy. Like pickups? Yes, pickups sell. Trucks, big trucks, if you got a dually 1 ton, I'll let you slide it as a truck, but it's still a pickup. But like if it's got a box and hoist, then it's a truck. Where do you sell your cars at? I'm off to charge someone a Mustang Chicago. I've had a handful of subscribers buy them through the videos here. The Ham, the hokey ass message board, I sell some stuff on there. Facebook Marketplace is probably where I sell most of my stuff, even though there's a lot of real cool people on there. I've sold, that's probably where I sell most of it, even though you got to weed out 85% of the people because they're like, is this still available? Of course it's still available. And then they want to offer you half the price. How do I find all the vehicles I buy? Word of mouth, just getting out there finding stuff, or you people reaching out. Adam, a subscriber, Gibson fella himself, he reached out to me, told me about a 70 Chevy. I went and picked this up on the way. I put an ad out looking for some pickups, found this one. I do find some stuff on Facebook Marketplace once in a while. You gotta snatch them up quick, or you gotta pay full retail for them on there. Once in a while there's some good deals, but like I said, you gotta have cash ready, like DD Speed Shop says. Duff's over here laying on the floor. All right. Last beer, 925. Oh. Want a treat? Since I'm grabbing a snack, you want a snack? No? Oh, such a nice puppy. What's the story about Napa Todd? I just had a lot of issues with Napa parts over the years, and Napa Todd just happens to work there. I really like Napa Todd. He's a good dude. Go check out his channel, Landshark Garage. He does some pretty interesting stuff. But anything with a wired on it, don't buy it from Napa. Elf from Guelph, I don't know if he's watching anymore. His family owns a Napa store. Napa sucks, not going to lie. You know, a lot of their stuff, like their U-joints, are just precision rebranded. Their filters are, their Napa Golds are just rebranded wicks, which is fine. A great filter. But anything with a wire on it, don't get it from Napa. You know, I mean, a starter, alternators, HEI ignition modules, just avoid them. Hey, thanks for joining, Jim. Taste buds back? Yeah, pretty good, I think. I don't know if I had to retrain him or what the deal was. This thing isn't. It's pretty sweet looking because it's got factory hubcaps. You don't see those all the time. Awesome. CarQuest, mostly Rock Auto. Yeah, we don't have a parts store within 25 miles, so Rock Auto is the way to go. And if I go to the big city, usually it's O'Reilly's is where I go to. I mean, they are all selling a lot of the same parts. Yes, Robert knows. All the aftermarket parts suck. Most OEM parts. Hey, watch West work. Oh, my gosh. Everybody bow down. This guy's got 6-figure subscribers. He's in here checking us out. Most OEM parts also suck. I agree. Everything, I don't know. Parts are just not good. Everything goes out to the cheapest bidder. And unfortunately, like, Wes, like, he's like, if it's me, I'm putting him in, like, whatever, I'm just out my own time. But Wes is putting stuff in, and he's getting, he's charging a customer for this stuff. And so then if it fails, it's his fault, which he didn't make the part. So I'm sure he's trying to upsell his customers. Like, I just watched his video today where he's doing some Ford brakes on like the back of a Edge or something like that. Not an Edge. Those Fords that look like a toaster, a Flex. And he got them to buy OEM Ford parts. And he actually turned the rotors, which you do not see anymore. I remember doing that in Votech. But he said the Ford rotors are a lot better, which disc brakes? We don't have anything with disc brakes. Granted, this does have it. But anyway, yeah, parts. And that you guys will notice, like, I pull a lot of new old stock parts off the shelf because, like, I go to auction sales or you guys send me some stuff once in a while. I have a pretty good supply of new old stock stuff. Junkyard parts are the best. Yeah. We just don't have, like, I save some of my own parts, stuff I part out, but I don't have a junkyard. Like, I don't have a pull-in part. And kind of Wes kind of said the same thing. Like, we don't have a pull-apart for 3.5 hours. And they're only open regular hours. So, like, I would have to drive, I'd have to take a day off of work to go do it. And it's all late model stuff, which, I mean, as you guys can, like, this is probably one of the 80 Camaro, I suppose, is the newest thing we've had on the channel. This is a 77. So, all right. Have a good 4th, Nancy. Up in, what'd you say? You're a Youper? If you find any old Metallica or Slayer tapes, we're totally keeping those trash metal. Legit parts even cost me 3 times as much. It depends on what I'm doing. Like a starter, I'm going to buy a Delco starter to put on if it's something I'm going to keep, especially. Seen any 50 Oldsmobiles in the area looking for parts? Yeah, there was like a 49 to 51 with a straight 8 and a automatic that we actually looked at. Probably that was where we got the Power Wagon, so it was like a month and a half, probably 2 months ago already. But yeah, Bob, where are you at? That the pick-apart places have older stuff in zero rust? Because everything is super rusty here, and the pull-aparts are in Minnesota where it's even rustier. I worked at a company that built water pumps, and the difference between Advanced, AutoZone, and Ferrari is the box, the installation sheets. Yeah, right. A lot of these guys are getting them from the same places. You know, it's just rebrand. Like I said, Napa is just buying their Napa Gold filters are just Wix filters rebranded. A lot of that stuff. And like say Niehoff is who I grew up with on ignition parts. Like you'll get a HEI module one week and it says Switzerland on it, and the next week it says Afghanistan, and the next week you get one and it says Mexico, and next week it says Thailand. They shop that stuff out to whoever's making them cheapest that week. They don't care. And I understand it, you know, that's why everybody says Rock Auto is cheapest, because they're shopping around where your local parts guy, he's getting it probably from the same place all the time. I do watch Cold War. Those guys do some cool stuff. They're kind of all over the place, do some odd stuff. Hour and a half, that ain't bad, Wes. I think it sucks for you is, you know, if you're doing it yourself, it's great. You know, pick and pulls are great, but I mean, if you got to bill a customer for it, you don't get paid for that 3 hours of drive time plus an hour to go pull it off. So, I mean, even at, you know, $50 an hour, that's freaking $150 right there. So depending on what kind of part you're pulling, like a differential, yeah, you could probably make that up. But if you're pulling a, you know, intake manifold off, you're not going to make it up on that. This guy here. Duff's, he worked pretty hard today. It is freaking warm out. We were outside running around. Country Boy, thank you. Oh my gosh. Go check it out. Country Boy Gas Garage. He's been working on this 48 to 52, well, 48 to 50 Ford bus, I believe, with a Y block in it, which it didn't have a Y block originally, so we swapped it in. He finally got it running. It's a super cool video. He's put a lot of work into this thing. So go check that out at noon Pacific tomorrow. If I do have anything started on that's not a shameless plug. No, he's a good dude. He sent me some decals, and he's I mean, he paid for that right there. He donated. So if you guys want to put a shameless plug in here for $5, have at it. Hidden Valley Auto Parts, nothing but rust vintage. Man, I'm trying to keep up with these. Have a great weekend. Hey, you as well, Steve. 48 F5 with a Y block. See how it's close, 48 to 50. Horizontal grill bars. That's how things work. Why wouldn't you do it yourself? Do what myself, Colette Middlestead? Napa steering box, second gen or junk. Basically, like, second gen Dodges just in general are junk. I don't know why guys love them. I've had them. They're an 88 to 98 Chevy pickup is infinite times better than an 88 or than a second gen Dodge, other than you get a Cummins in it. And let's be honest, the 12 valve Cummins, while reliable, they don't make a ton of horsepower unless you do all the stuff. Yeah. Anyway, getting off track. Do an S10 revival. I have an S10 V8 swap with a 4 8-inch sitting in a junkyard that I just need to go get. But I don't have time. I just can't get to it. So there will be an S10 V8 junkyard revival here. It's crude. Don't get your hopes up, but there will be one. You're very welcome, Country Boy Gas Garage. Sweet S10. Those Dodges were cool when they came out. Like Walker, Texas Rain. Walker, Texas, every time I see a second gen Dodge, especially in red, I think of Twister. I got a buddy who's got a regular cab, so it's not an extended cab. But every time I see those second gens West, I think of Twister. And I like the meme where somebody shows a picture of the cup holders in those things, and it's like how I learned to drink and drive. Not endorsing this, but I learned from driving a second-gen Dodge with these crappy cup holders and then a 5-speed or 6-speed if you're lucky Cummins. Those second gens are just, yeah. I had a buddy who bought one brand new when Twister came out. That thing was sweet. But, I mean, the more miles on them, those things are just pathetic. And clean ones are, unfortunately, going up in value. Dodge V10s rule? What? Ugh. I don't know. I think Wes was working on one of those, too. Did like a fuel pump and stuff on it. That thing was rusty. Fastest rig you've ever driven. I think I was doing a 167 in a 2000 Corvette, which seemed insane at the time. It was insane. It still is insane. 167. Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I was over 100. Second gens are fun to bag on. That's about it. Yeah, you're right. And like I said, I've had them. So I'm not a hater, and I've got a third gen, and that thing isn't a lot better. I mean, it is a lot better, but it's still. I had an 05 Chevy, and this thing's an 05 or an 04 Chevy, and this thing's an 05 Dodge, and that freaking Chevy was light years ahead of that Dodge. The wind noise in the third gens is terrible. When you've got a door like this, and your windshield is like this, and so the wind just catches it, peels your door open. A crosswind in a third gen is terrible, and it sucks, and there's nothing you can do about it. But at least you can steer it. Second gen steering, like you look at the geometry on those steerings, and they're just garbage, complete garbage. 35 ballots. Said don't be weird. I'm guessing Colette is running farmsteads. Wino Mustangs. I can't find any, and Russell the Muscles launching fireworks. Like, you guys know Joe Dirt, Kid Rock, same thing. Joe Dirt, like the guy who sells fireworks, like that guy is a real guy, and he lives here just across the street, and he's a car guy. He's got a LS swapped S10 and like the long flowing hair and the year-round tan and never has sleeves on. But so he's launching fireworks like boomers, like window shakers. Duff just woke up because of it, and it's 20 to 10 at night. Super cool guy. Russell, if you're watching this, sorry. Not sorry. Where were we at? What were we talking about? We were bashing, I don't know. What were we talking about? Whoever. 241 life. 241s? I had a 77 Olds that had 241s and a 403. 403 Oldsmobiles, I don't know if Rick's still in here, but 403 Oldsmobiles, I am a believer. Those things are good. But then they get an 85-mile-an-hour speedometer, and you could peg that thing for like 6 miles, and it took like 3 miles for it to come back to 85. V8, 6-speed manual, sorry. Dirt. I have a 70, 17, or 615. I have axles from a 71. Do you know if they'll fit in a 70? No, I think 70 housings are narrower. Just drill out your 70 axles. Find a shop to do it, and then just throw some 71 brake drums on it, or just buy 71 brake drums, because I'm pretty sure 67 to 70 rear ends are narrower. I'm pretty sure. If you got the axles out of that 71, why don't you just take the whole rear end? GPS navigation. Duff wants airtime. Dragster. Square body diesel would be cool. Ooh. 6.2 diesels? No. Nope. 138. Average phone on the inside of the doors. 99 RT to go out. We wanted to bash the Joe Dirt. Yes. Snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like. Duff get upset due to fireworks? I think he was just sleeping so hard that he woke up. So what else? I mean, gosh, we're winding down. This is the last beer. So thanks everybody for participating in the t-shirt giveaway. We're done with t-shirts. So hope I got emails from you 4. And what else? Hope everybody's got a good 4th. Hope everybody shows up to Mortski Monday. Hopefully we have a Mortski Monday. Things have been busy. Chin moved. Thanks, Catherine. And I've been traveling for work, doing my own thing on the weekends, whatever. So hopefully we get a video on Monday. But everybody come back on Monday with all 10 of your digits. You know, don't blow anything off. 5-7. Do an AMC product. Yeah, I looked at a Rambler. It's hard to find stuff. Like Chevy pickups are the only freaking thing I can find that I can afford. And yes, double thumbs up. You guys hit the thumbs up button. I don't know why. I don't beg you to do it, but final edit after the review is done rendering. So yeah, I think we should have one on Monday for sure. Thank you, Craig. Love it when it just keeps going down, right? 80. This thing's got an 85 speedometer in it. Terrible days. When the hell are you going to start oiling down cylinders before you cranking them? I don't know. It's not what I do. Oh my gosh. 43rd in F division. Maybe is that your name? Thank you. Much appreciated. Gosh, I'm gonna have to hang around for a while. You know, you huck something like that out. $16 a gallon for C14. What is C14? Is that race fuel? A-Purvis Blades is sold out. I was just using that thing today, and I'm like, man, I give this guy a lot of shout outs for this knife, but this thing is a lifesaver. Like, I thought about saying this is my favorite tool. So, like, there's a couple things I keep in my pocket other than Carmex. Is this and my Streamlight. And between these two, I would be lost. Like, I'd feel naked without these things. Who edits my videos? Chin! Zach Johnson, he's in here commenting. He's the man. Like this, literally, we wouldn't be here without him. 235 inline 6 and a 60 Bel Air, and the carb is garbage at best. Do I buy a new one or any conversion that you know of? Just go through it. Pull it apart. Buy a $20 kit and a can of brake cleaner and some compressed air and go for it, you know? Like, those single barrels are super easy. As far as conversions, I don't even know that there's a conversion out there. And new stuff, I mean, you could buy a new rebuilt one, but we just talked about how parts are so hit and miss. You know, just buy a kit. You can't really screw up a kit. Throw it in there, spend an afternoon, super easy. And plus, you learn about your car and how it works. And, you know, if you ever have issues down the road, you'll know how to fix it. Find a Gremlin. Yes. I'd either a Gremlin or a Pacer. It'd be cool to find one of those. Or like an AMX would be super awesome. But, I mean, hell, I'd take a Matador. The Jeep that we had, the right-hand drive Jeep, that was basically an AMC. Do I do the thing good? Oh, man, everybody's saying Zach does a good job. And he does. Zach kills it. You know, he makes me look good. Because you see what I'm like live, and you see what I'm like in the videos. Like, plus he puts up with my crap. And I'm a tough guy to deal with. Like, I seem really good on here, but Chin will tell you I got a pretty short fuse, not gonna lie. That Dodge guy says, after inhaling and tasting a bunch of brake cleaner and carb cleaner, I can safely say they're the same thing. That video, there's some pretty funny comments, guys saying, there's lubricant and there's grit or whatever. The best comment is, what's the difference between the two? And somebody said about $4. No lie. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I bought carb cleaner. I found it in something. Do you get demonetized for using video clips in your videos? No. Like, I don't know how long. Some of our clips get kind of long, and so I kind of get leery about it. Never had an issue. But we've never had issues with music in the background, which I pretty much try to stay away from, which sucks being in the garage here without music on where you're working. It just drives me nuts. But if you use just the shortest music clip that Zach would grab from somewhere, or it would be, I don't know, whatever it is, you get demonetized. So I don't know how they can't pick up videos or music. It is what it is. But yeah. Buy gel cell new second batteries for $50 each and $25 for blems. Yeah, that's crazy. I pay $150 for these dual terminals, and that's like a discount because my uncle's a dealer. Do I do any small engine stuff? I mean, I do. I hate small engines, and me do not get along. A javelin would be freaking minty, in the words of Peg. What brand of beer? Sandwich. Duh, the only beer. Those ultrasonic cleaners. What do you think of that ultrasonic cleaner? I've got one in my checkout cart in Amazon, and it's like $80, and I haven't bit the bullet on it because I haven't impressed me from what I see of videos online. Thanks, Shannon, for joining. I like the longer videos. Yeah, that's the general consent. We started with short videos, and we went to longer video. I mean, we started like 8 minutes, and it was 15 minutes, a half hour, 40. I mean, and it's like now some of those videos are over an hour and a half, and I would say 95% of the feedback is, I mean, our following is generally people significantly older than me, and they like those longer videos. And while it takes Chin a lot more time, Zach, to edit them, we get more watch time, so that pays out better on our end. But yeah, like the long videos seem to do well. There's always a couple of guys like, oh, make it shorter, and but at the same time, like, you guys don't know, and anybody who makes these videos will tell you, I mean, an hour of content probably takes 4 hours of filming plus 8 to 12 hours of editing. So, I mean, for a 1 hour video, we've got 12 hours of labor into it. I mean, there's a lot that goes into these things. It's a lot of work. So, I mean, Musty One swears on you. I'll have to check it out because he's got a ton of followers, and that guy's pretty thorough. So I will check into that. I watched some all. Yeah, like I said, you guys comment like the long videos. That's what people like, because I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if people. It's not because you like me or my content. I think it's because you just want to watch something for an hour, and most channels probably are making, you know, a 10, 15, 20-minute video, and you just want to watch something for an hour and a half and not have to find something to watch maybe. I don't know. Who knows what it is? I can tell you on my end, the Will It Run videos, it's a giant pain in my butt because the amount of background work that it takes just to get this pickup in my door is so many hours of travel time on the phone, whatever, all the stuff that goes into it that you can't explain on here. If I have to do one of these every week, it's not going to kill me, but it's tough to do one of these every week. And if I do a video like a lowering video or a brake video or just a short, whatever, a part of the restoration process, they don't get the views. It sucks. So I have, for what we found is doing these Will It Run videos. That's our sweet spot. And like Watch West Work, you go watch his 100,000 subscriber announcement video live thing. I don't know if it was live, but video. It's really hard. It's hard to maintain. So I have a regular job, plus I have to hook up my pickup trailer, drag this stuff in here, shoot the video, edit it, do all that. on the side where it's like, well, if I could drag this video into getting it running, another video of doing the brakes, another video, revamping the electrical system, another one giving it a tune-up on the ignition, another one on the fuel system, And I mean, just on like, people are like, oh, restore it. So just in doing the body, dents, rust repair, paint, panel gaps, sanding, clear coat, you name it. I mean, you could have 60 videos on the body and people don't watch them. It sucks. Yep. That's why I was just saying, watch it. Like Wes said, like, I've built this channel. I haven't. I'm not taking the credit. Chin and I and the Duff, like, let's all be honest. You guys are all here for the Duff. The Will It Run is what got us to where we're at, and it sucks because that's what everybody comes here for. And it's so hard to, like, I have a dozen classic cars that I have not driven yet this summer. And 4th of July weekend, summer's happening. I haven't driven them. I haven't thrown a battery in them. I haven't started them because I can't do a video on those cars because all anybody wants to watch is Will It Runs. So that's why I want to get caught up, get a couple videos ahead this weekend, just bang some stuff out so that I can go and enjoy my stuff. Because like I said, I'm going next weekend to the Iola swap meet, so I'm not going to be able to film. I'm not going to be able to take one of my cars there. I'm just going to be walking around. Hey, if you're at Iola and you see me, I'll probably be wearing some big dorky sombrero hat because that's how I roll. Say hi. I haven't met a fan yet. Puddin had a couple guys flag him down at a one of those top golf things. So, I mean, if you see me there, appreciate meeting somebody. I'm a fanboy myself, so I'm a fan of my fans. But anyway, glad the Sox won the Soxer game. Rupert 59, he's the man. I like the one. No, everybody likes over, and I do love getting these things running, like the feeling that it gets, and I just bang it out, knock it out, never sell it, send it down the road, out the door. Great. But I have a lot of cars like this pickup I'm not attached to, but like say my 29 Model A Phaeton, like I want to get that car, going and on the road and build it from scratch and do brakes and do steering and do body and paint, interior, electrical, gauges, you name it, steering, suspension. But it just isn't going to happen because we don't get views. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. First gen Econoline. I'd love to do an Econoline. We talked about motorcycles earlier. Yeah. I don't know. Not really a motorcycle guy. Nice thing about them is they don't take up much space. Content is quality. A half hour plus is great. I agree. Yep. I envy Wes where he can like double dip and he gets paid for doing brakes on somebody's car, plus gets to, get monetized from YouTube. But right here I am. But at the same time, like I drag this home, get it running, make a video, sell it. That's how it works out for me. Like I'm banking on selling this thing. That's what keeps the lights on here. If I get a couple bucks from YouTube, great. 2016 rat rod, blown small box shit. Yeah, cool stuff. Show some of your class cars video. Yeah, I thought about doing a walk around, or like a walk around to the shop and stuff. But there again, people just don't watch them. Like I go to these junkyards and I don't get the views. And peace out, Chin. Puddin golfs. I don't know. He was at a Top Golf. That's where you just hit the ball. You don't have to go find it. I love smashing balls. I don't like going to find it though. But yeah, 9:55. I think we're gonna wind her down here. We got a big day tomorrow of something. Duff is still 4. Over your face like technical stuff. I don't like bodywork stuff. I don't think anybody likes bodywork. Wow, a live thing. You caught the end of it, Dark Creon. Frustration more evident in the wheel it runs, and that is entertaining. Yeah, like it's tough. Some of those wheel it runs, like some of them just pop off, and the next one, it's always something different. I'll give it that. You know, it's not just dump gas in it, clean the points, and tap on the float. It's always something different. Knock on wood, we haven't had to do a starter in at least a week. Mr. Good Players does a lot of auctions at home with Joan Key and his Buttsburg. Yeah. Not to bash him. Like, I like the stuff that he sees, but I'm just, no comment. No comment. Is there any specific vehicles you're looking for? Not really. I mean, I'd like to find like a 61 Ford Starliner. I was drooling over those today. And a T-bucket, like a 70s T-bucket. I'd love to find something like that. I like anything. And then, I like to find some like oddball stuff to do resurrections on, Studebaker. Seems like they do well. Or like an AMC. I'd love to find a muscle car, like a 67 to 69 Camaro, or, a 64 to 72 GTO Cutlass, anything of that era, a fastback Mustang. Pre-71 when they got ugly. No comment. P.O. Box is listed in the description of most of the videos. It's P.O. Box 1, Ronald Reed. Go check out the description of most of the other videos. It's probably not in this one yet. What trials do you endure? Right. And we got beat up. Like, I think the first wheel run we did that didn't run was that Ford Flathead that was stuck pretty tight, and I just got ripped apart. So the next Flathead, I busted a hump, and that video is done super great. But like people, the videos where you don't get them running, they just don't do as well. And I get it. People want to see the happy ending. Disney's ruined us on that stuff. But do you like 95 Dodge Ram pickups? Sorry, Evan, you just missed out on the second gen comment. Yeah, like a Ford T-bucket, a Model T bucket, so a 1927 or earlier Ford Model T with like a great big nasty engine and little bicycle tires and some meats on the back that was built in the 70s. Duff is the best internet dog, for sure. Just the best dog in general. Do you know 2000 and later Astro Stars were granted they bolt right up? Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. They cost money, though, and we just use whatever we got laying around. Even though we're literally out of starters. I had a bench full of starters, and they have been used up from these things. These stupid will it runs. Got the 64 GTO. Nice. First year of the GTO. My dad wants a 67 GTO, so if anybody's got a 67 GTO they want to part with that I can afford, and I mean, we're dirt poor. We can't even afford a gas cap for that pickup. Hit me up. Do a build rally truck. We just talked about builds. I got enough of my own stuff that I need to build, and we're probably not going to get to it. Funny. Old Beater Car says, funny how people ask you questions when they don't know, but tell you know nothing when it goes bad. You are right. 69 Charger, I'd love to find. But yeah, what I really love is that somebody asks you something like, oh, what should I do here? And you tell them. And then they're like, but I read on the internet. Well, go by the guy on the internet, because clearly I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure that guy on the internet sitting in his mom's basement knows everything. And don't get me wrong, I read all the comments on all these videos, and there's some pretty good stuff in there. Somebody's like, oh, yeah, I should have done that. But the other thing is, like, I'm at 63 Chevy. Guys are like, oh, hook it behind a pickup and drag it around. Well, it's me and a dog. So who's going to drop the clutch, me or the dog? I mean, I can steer, but he has to drive the other pickup. It's just whatever. And when they're locked up, you dump the clutch and they just skid down the road. Don't ask me how I know. 30 to 40 Plymouth passenger street just slide us for a long time. Just 2 weeks ago. Shoot, wasn't me. I didn't get it. You ever try an older diesel? Yeah, diesels are they're super easy. You just prime the fuel system. If they got compression, they're going to go and they turn over. 67 SS Chevelle. Yeah. I'd like to find a Chevelle. Or a Buick GS. Rick, you're still here. You should be in bed. Half-Ass does have some cool dogs. I don't think Duff would be very appreciative if I put earmuffs on him like his dog went for. But anyway, if you're still watching and you want a shirt, I'm sure you've already emailed me, but if you haven't, make sure you do. If you need some decals, email me. It's $10 for 4-pack. And last but not least, seeing how we're celebrating Freedom Weekend, everybody's going camping. If you got a camper that you're not camping in this weekend and want to get rid of it, get a hold of these guys, Lee Belt RV. They are buying campers, RVs, motorhomes, and manufactured homes. So if you want to sell yours, hit these guys up. They're located in Aberdeen, South Dakota, so preferably if you're in the Midwest. But he says they ship stuff all over, so if you got something a ways away, reach out to them. I'm getting the sniffles, so that means I'm about full of sandwiches up to right here. So I'm going to have to punch out. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I appreciate you spending your Friday night with here. Everybody have a great Freedom Weekend. Hopefully you show back on Monday with all your digits. Remember, it's better to get it done as long as you're having fun. Hope you guys had fun. Later.